Javas, whatever happened or whatever is happening in Mbeere North, and even aside the chaos and the violence that we saw, this is a symptom of a much bigger problem for President William Ruto, especially in Mount Kenya and Western.
Well, I would ask myself a few questions. One, that has a point been made by the opposition, which seemingly is united in defeat tonight? Has a point been made by the government side or UDS in this case? The thing is this: remember that why I said a win is a win in the end is for this reason, and we are all political minds here. That from what Rigathi Gachagua had built is that UDA will not get even 5% of the votes. Remember, that's what he had built. Now, with the kind of cutthroat competition that has been there, is that UDA has given Rigathi Gachagua himself a run for his for his money, because Rigathi Gachagua came to in fact went door to door, saying that actually he has confirmed that the entire people of Mbeere North have said they will only vote for the DP candidate. So for me here, it's been a question of political scores, but also political statements being made. I would agree with you, as Franca said, and the way you pose it, there is so much work to be done in Mount Kenya East. There is so much work to be done in Western Kenya. I still would agree as well with Mr. Mukwenja when he says that possibly the outcome of this election would force the vehicle to go into the garage now for proper servicing. Here in this case, all President William Ruto needs in 2027, for instance, is numbers, is a win. It's not friendship. As Henry Kissinger said one time, Secretary of State in the US does not have permanent friends or permanent enemies. Kenyan politics, James has taught us, there is no permanent friendship or permanent enmity. And that is why, even possibly, and I will not be surprised to see Safina.
Don't go there. Don't even go there. God forbid, Safina can never work with William Ruto. You can associate us with any other party apart from William Ruto. No.
But there are no permanent enemies or permanent friends in our politics. So yes, there is work to be done. And the fact that we did not have the magnetic effect of presidential candidates and the euphoria attendant to it in these by-elections, which is always a factor of consequence in the general elections, we cannot say that the 2022-27 general election, for instance, will play out the manner in which these by-elections have played out.
Okay, I want to flip this and see perhaps what lessons does the United Oppositions learn if these results stay the way they are. But on your screen, Vincent Kiplimo of UDA wins the Chemundu ward. Kiplimo is the son of the former MCA in this ward. Coming up on your screen, once again, Chemundu ward goes to Vincent Kiplimo. That is declared, determined, the next MCA of Chemundu ward from UDA. Perhaps, yes, perhaps there was no contest there at all, for good reasons perhaps. But let's stay with those results that we're looking at in Mbeere North. And Willis, if you are, Gachagua, your United Opposition, what do you learn from this result? It appeared and it was built as a test, that, from every rhetoric that we had, that there is absolutely no way that UDA would win this seat. Gachagua has been camping there. Gachagua has been, having tea, in all the homes, and he's been told by everyone, as, if we're to believe his rhetoric then, that they're taking the money from, UDA, but they'll vote, for the opposition candidate. What lesson does he learn, or does opposition learn from this?
You see, where the difference between that Safina has with other political parties, including the United Opposition. When people say, as we are talking one term or two term, Safina, we are not into that business. Because when you start saying one term, two term, that's not sloganeering. You are competing on nothing. Yeah, you reduce it to one term, Ruto says two term. What is the competition?